Hey everybody, Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. Good morning and happy Monday. Can you hear that osprey calling out in the background? See that dead tree over there where those folks are walking? They're walking in front of it right there. That's where the osprey is. Just took off, heading up the beach. Another one came by and it joined it. Well, now it's circling back. It's beautiful out here. It's about 6:40, 80 degrees. Feels a bit warmer than that. Boy, we had a hot day yesterday. I went out for kind of a mid-afternoon walk, mid to late afternoon walk, and who was it? A scorcher. Felt like 103, 104. Humidity's just killer right now. That was another osprey that just flew overhead there. The tide's on its way out. The water's looking great. Water temperature 87 degrees. So I'm gonna walk the beach here at Delnor-Wiggins for a little while, and then we're gonna walk down the beach. Vanderbilt Beach there down to the south. I figured I'd start here where we have a little better view of the eastern skies, not being blocked by any condos. Wish you were out here with me. Hit that share button and let everybody know I'm out here. No signs of any sea turtle crawls. No new nests to report unless there's one up at the very far north end of the beach. Didn't see any on Vanderbilt Beach this morning. Didn't see any signs of hatchlings either, at least here in the park. Getting a little color out there. It's beautiful. It's very peaceful out here this morning. Wish you were here walking with me. Saw quite a few big holes on Vanderbilt Beach as I was walking up here in the dark this morning. People just are not getting the message. Collier County needs to print some little posters and some signage that they can give to the hotels and timeshares just to help increase the awareness about our sea turtles. I mean, it's around the timeshares where I always seem to see the really big holes. People just don't know. They don't realize. But I mean, common sense, you would think you'd fill your holes in. You dig a big hole, have fun at the beach, but fill it in before you leave. I mean, to me, that's common sense. But we know common sense is kind of a disappearing thing these days. People are so self-absorbed with themselves. Entitlement. It's all about me, me, me. What can you do for me? Not what can I do for you? What can you do for me? crazy. There's a bunch of little sea turtle tracks on the beach here. I don't know where they came from. Must be right here, must be nest 23. That's not much of a hole for a hatching just right now. But that's where the little tracks are coming from. Nest 22, I'm sorry. Looks like nest number 22. Just got that little depression in there. So their little hole filled in. Looks like our assistant park manager Mark's instinct was right. See if you notice that nest. Normally you see how they have the little small area ribboned off there and they put the cage around it. This one here, they weren't sure. Mark just had a hunch there was a nest up here. So they just marked off a big area. It wound up being over in the corner there. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Mark was right. His hunch paid off. His hunch paid off. You know, he marked that big area. It looks like it hatched.
Oh, it does? Oh.
Yeah, I saw it. Little tracks all over the beach.
All right, I'll check it out. Thank you.
That was pretty cool. I was hoping that was a good one. We need all the good ones we can get. So we're just gonna, like I said earlier, we're just gonna walk down the beach here in the park. I love starting up here and walk down Vanderbilt Beach for a little ways. See what's cooking down there. Looks like I think our sea turtle patrol's down there working. I don't know where nest number 23 is. That would be our next one in line for hatching. Not that they necessarily hatch in numeric order like that. Some can hatch earlier, some can hatch later. You know, it's around 50 to 60 days, the incubation time. But it's kind of looking like we're done with our crawlers unfortunately. It seems to me like they ended a little early this season. But, you think about this, maybe they're pretty smart actually, because the past few years now we've been having hurricanes. We haven't been having them hit us directly, but passing by and washing out our nests and our beaches and flooding everything in, towards the end of September. So maybe they're just trying to get it done early this year. Maybe they figured that out. Maybe they're like, we don't want any nests on the beach in September. Because technically, sea turtle season ends November 1st, the end of October 31st. So you figure 2 months to incubate, they could still be crawling in August, September, but that's very late for us. If we see a new nest on the beach now, it will be a miracle. But I believe in miracles. How about you? Didn't see anything good in that little pile of shells. Haven't seen any large quantities of shells recently. A few weeks ago we were doing pretty good. Those shells come in cycles with our high tides and stormy weather. When we have stormy weather, the storms out in the Gulf push the shells up on the beach. Seagulls flying around here. So we're over by parking lot number 2. Remember, the park doesn't open till 8 o'clock, so you can't go into the park. You just stay out on the beach here and walk its beautiful beach, which I'm quite happy with. That's all I need is my beach time. After watching that video of that little sea turtle crawl into the water last week, I don't know if you saw that. You can go back and find that. Do a little scroll down. But you see, when you watch it, you see what an obstacle just these little tire tracks are for one of those little hatchlings. They're like the size of a big seashell. There's maybe this big. And these are an obstacle. Footprints are an obstacle, let alone the holes and the sand castles and all that stuff, trash. I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool if our Florida state parks came up with a little something that just kind of raked those off as the ATV went by, just kind of smoothed off the tracks, just do their part. Just a little gizmo to attach onto the back of the thing. I don't know, just a thought. Every little bit helps. Getting a little color over there, a little more color. Sunrise was at 6:50. Takes a while to pop up over these treetops. A bunch of birds take off from the beach. I don't know what they were. If they were seagulls, I love doing some bird watching in the morning. That's what I love about Wiggins Pass. To check out my highlight reels from the past couple of days, Saturday and Sunday. If you like birds, there's some great videos of birds. Yesterday morning, wow, we got to see that little juvenile yellow-crested night heron. That was fun. That's always cool to see that. Another little scattering of seashells, but nothing's really jumping out at me down here in this little pile. Mostly little stuff, a lot of broken stuff. One of my big favorites down there. Moon shells, shark eyes. Murex shells, I love those Murex shells. I haven't seen a horse conch shell lately. Even a whelk, I haven't seen a big whelk shell. I love the seagulls when they fly over me. As long as they don't drop a bomb on me, I'm okay. And thanks for the stars there. A lot of birds. See them all? I mean, a lot of seagulls flying through here. Comes our friend Dexter walking down the beach. Another morning in paradise. Another morning in paradise, kind of. It's going to be hot.
The more you up, it is going to be hot.
It's not bad now. That breeze is helping out.
Yeah.
But woo, yesterday was a scorcher.
It was.
I went out for a late afternoon walk. I was like, what am I thinking?
I know, I did too.
Felt like 104. I looked at my app, said 104. I'm like, what?
It was hot.
Yeah. Oh well, welcome to Florida.
That's it. No dolphins,
Not yet.
no manatees,
Not yet.
no mermaids.
The other morning,
Yeah.
morning before last, did I tell you I saw the two manatees up there? Oh yeah. Yeah, you were standing there next to me when they were, it was kind of after they had their frolic in Wiggins Pass. But yeah.
That was interesting.
And then I
Walking down Vanderbilt. Have you been down that way?
yeah, I came in down there this morning.
I still like walking this way.
Yeah, I think this is better. This is better than Vanderbilt right now. There's some spots on Vanderbilt where the beach has really been washed away. A lot of beach, yeah. Low tide, you're okay,
Yeah.
but there's holes. There's holes down there in front of the timeshares. There's big holes on the beach. And this morning I stepped in one of those like sinkholes where you don't see it. So
No, I like walking this way.
I don't blame you. I'd rather walk here.
Yeah.
I walk all over. All right, Dexter, have a good one. There's a whole bunch of somethings up here. Seagulls. I don't know if they're skimmers, but people are just walking right through them, scaring them off. They'll usually circle back and land on the beach. With some more coming in. Beautiful colors here. That water's kind of got that teal glow to it. That teal color. Pelican flying by, coming in from the left. Right down, just down low above the water there. Beautiful colors, wow. That is gorgeous. So we're down at the south end of parking lot 1 now, if you're familiar with the park. Heading towards Vanderbilt Beach. There's a couple plovers and some little sanderlings, little sandpipers over in here. I don't know if you can see them, they're so darn tiny. You see them kind of scooting along the beach. They fit right in the palm of your hand, those little things. And then the plovers are just a little bit bigger and plumper and more of a darker brown color. There's one little plover over here. They're cute. A skimmer flying by in the background, a black skimmer. Little willet bird on my left. They usually keep their distance. They'll scurry along, keep away from you there. I try to give all the birds their space. I don't want to crowd them. It's got something in its beak. Ooh, look at that sky now. Wow. Not much in the way of rain in the forecast. If any rain, it'll be this afternoon. These birds are just going back and forth, back and forth. That water feels really nice. Feels nice and looks nice. Water's really clearing up. It's been relatively clear for the past couple days now. Once that sun comes up, you get a much better idea of what it looks like. Once it makes its way up over the buildings and treetops. But you can see the bottom there. Look at that. Beautiful. It's beautiful right there, that sky. Gorgeous sky. continue our walk down the beach here. Maybe we'll get lucky and see a couple dolphins pass us by. That's always fun. So that nest up there, that's getting close. The one on the left, nest 29. The one on the right's nest 46. It's got a little time to go here. So far we have 63 sea turtle nests on the beach at Delnor-Wiggins, and that is a record. That is a record for the park. Hallelujah. Two little plover birds, two more little plover birds over here. Just keeping ahead of me. Nest number 37 over here. On the left, nest number 54 on the right. There's a manatee out there swimming to the north. Not going to be able to catch it though. I see a trail. I see some bubbles. It's way out there. Heading up towards Wiggins Pass. It's almost, I believe right now, straight out in front of me. Yep, it's out in here now. It's gonna be popping up. I see the bubbles getting closer together. It's gonna pop up out in there. All you see is their little nose usually stick out of the water. Sometimes they'll arch their back up. It's moving along at a pretty good clip. Getting further offshore too. Amazing. The marine life is just awesome. You're very lucky if you get to see a manatee up close. I mean, it happens, especially during mating season. They come in the shallow waters and swim around. Okay, it just popped up out there. Just saw his nose come up. Dolphins, manatees, always fun, always beautiful, such beautiful creatures. We're coming to the end of the park here. Coming to the southern border of the park. Green flag. Everything is good to go today. We're getting sea oats back. Our sea oats are starting to regenerate back in here. Give everything time. But look back in there. That's a beautiful sight to see. This used to be nothing but sea oats back in here. Some railroad vine. Sea oats and railroad vine. There's a big clump of sea oats over here on the right. That's what I'm talking about, Willis. That's what we want to see. That's awesome. Mother Nature making her comeback. I love it. All on her own. Turn. There it goes. Give me 1 minute here to do something. Take a couple pics. I'll be right back. Connection acting up on me too. It's glorious out here, absolutely glorious. That sky, just amazing. Another picture, hang on. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that cloud beautiful? Couldn't resist sharing a picture of it. All right, start heading down Vanderbilt Beach. See what there is to see at the seashore. See what we can see at the seashore. Look at that beautiful blue sky. Just gorgeous. Ooh, this nest is getting close over here. And this is getting close, nest 25. Down here at the south end of the park. Man, there's a ton of birds up on the beach. They just took off. Well, they're coming this way. What are they? What are they? They're out in the water. They're all coming this way. Look at them. Wow. That's pretty cool. We're heading down to the south. That was beautiful, wasn't it? Woo! Yes, no, maybe. Anybody watching? Anybody paying attention? You snoozing there? Things happen quick here. You never know when a dolphin's gonna pop up. Good morning. Our last look back up that beach at Delnor-Wiggins. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. That beautiful mile-long stretch of beach. Gotta love it. I love our clouds. I love these cloud formations in the morning. I love them 24/7. Even on moonlight nights, we got some awesome clouds in the sky. That's a big embankment. Had a lot of washout here. That is a pretty high embankment, a good 4 foot. Our sea turtles can actually scale up those. There's places on the beach where their nests are up on top of these embankments. It's like a big slide ride for the hatchlings. They just tumble down and off to the water they go. I don't know where all those birds wound up. I think they just kept flying south. Been seeing quite a few dragonflies when I've been walking around my neighborhood. And here at the beach, I've been seeing them too. We love our dragonflies. They're nature's pest control. They love mosquitoes. Don't harm our dragonflies. I don't know what the final count for the nests are on Vanderbilt Beach here, Vanderbilt Beach and Pelican Bay Beach combined. They were up there. They broke a record. Some places didn't have good seasons. Here we had a good season, a good nesting season. Now let's hope we have a good hatching season. Where's our dolphins at this morning? I was scrolling through Facebook yesterday. I saw this really cool video. I didn't even pay attention to where the location was. But this pretty girl on a horse and riding along in the water. And the dolphins, just a big pod of dolphins just came up and swam along beside them. It's like they were buddies. Apparently it was a normal routine. The horse and the dolphins, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That would be an awesome experience. Although I'd probably fall off the horse. I'd get so excited with the dolphins. It's amazing, those horseback rides they give in the water. It's amazing how strong horses are. Wow. Not only just galloping through the water, but galloping through the water with somebody on their back. Wow. See an osprey sitting on top of one of the condos here. That's a great perching place for them, these condos. I guess they do serve some purpose. The osprey is a place to perch. Other than that, they're just an eyesore along the shoreline. The osprey's up on the corner of that building right in the, it's about right, the osprey's right about in the middle of the frame right now. There's our sun. Yeah, it gets hot inside those cars. Woo. Crazy. So you never leave animals inside, or children, man, when people leave their kids behind. Holy cow. How can you forget your kids? See if I can show you that osprey up there. And the dragonflies. Look at all our beautiful dragonflies. Just talking about them. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Get those mosquitoes, dragonflies. Eat them up, eat them up, eat them up. That is so cool. I want to get me a little video of that. Hang tight. Sorry about that ugly shot there. So, sorry. I'm having connection problems too. Doesn't want to reconnect when I come out of a photo session. Try to limit them to 45 seconds so I don't lose my connection. Well, a few more minutes here. I think I'm going to call it a morning. Hey, if you appreciate my efforts getting out here early in the morning to share these views with you, share this beautiful beach. Remember, tips are always appreciated, especially now we're coming up to the end of the month when the bills are all due. If you like what you see and you want to help support my efforts, you can find a link to my PayPal and Venmo account in the description of this post. There's no fees on your end to do that. Small fee on my end, no big deal. If you want to send some Facebook stars to my live feeds, you can do that as well. I get a penny for each star that you send. I see I have 100 stars. I appreciate that. But you do have to pay a fee for those stars. I have to pay a fee, you pay a fee, so keep that in mind if you rather just help me out and not support Facebook, which is fine with me. That would be awesome. Wherever there's a fisherman, there's a little snowy egret somewhere close by. Is that your buddy over here? Yeah. He's saying, get busy. He's saying, catch something. That's what he wants. He wants to see a cast net. Have you gotten any bites? Couple? All right. Well, good luck. He looked quite relaxed, didn't he? With the little snowy egret keeping him company. Oh, a dragonfly over the water. Boy, the sea oats. When the sea oats are in bloom, that's where you see the dragonflies. Wow. All over the sea oats. When ibis just came up over my left shoulder. I think it's been a beautiful morning. We did kind of half of our walk at Delnor-Wiggins, half on Vanderbilt Beach. Split it up. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Check back later. I'll probably have a few photos to share. I'll give you a little beach report from down at Vanderbilt Beach Park. That guy just landed up here ahead of me. Share, share, share. Man, the more sharing you can share my posts, that would be tremendous. I'd really appreciate that. The more shares, the better. Let you look at our little white ibising down the beach. Where you going? I thought you were going down the beach. Ooh, got a big something there. Got a big sand flea. That was a big one. All right, my friends, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for allowing me into your lives and onto your screens. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally-ho, everyone, tally-ho. Ooh, some plovers. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. May God bless you, your family, your friends, your fur babies, everything and everyone in your lives. And God bless our wonderful, beautiful, and amazing country. The place that I so proudly call my home. God bless America. One nation under God. Keep her in your prayers. Tally-ho. Tally-ho.